At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Pahrump Nugget, Progressive Cash Drawings, Mystery Point Multipliers, Mystery Gift Days, Extra Cash for 4 of a kinds, Bingo, Bowling, Football, and Food Specials. Looking for constant action? Look no further. Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News is brought to you in part by One Nevada Credit Union, where right now you could refinance your auto loan with rates as low as 2.98% and no payments for 90 days for qualified members. Call us today for details. News 46 is also brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain. News is also brought to you by Hope Counseling Services, where we specialize in behavioral health, inspiring hope for a brighter tomorrow. Call 775-727-0101 for more information.
Tonight on News 46, the Chamber of Commerce Vice President is arrested for child porn.
The Nye County Central Committee files an injunction.
The town celebrates Independence Day. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Zach Fuentes and Monique Murphy. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Thursday, July 5th, 2012. I'm Zach Fuentes.
And I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. This just in, the Nye County Sheriff's deputies have arrived on scene at a home on Chipmunk off of Highway 372 for what they first was reported an active shooter. They do have 4 being detained at this point, and the investigation continues. During this broadcast, if more details become available, we'll be letting you know. The vice president of the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce has been placed under arrest. 69-year-old Charles Benfonte has been charged with 2 counts of child pornography and use of the internet to control child pornography. Nye County Sheriff's deputies searched Benfonte's home and have confiscated computers for their analysis. He was booked into the Nye County Sheriff's Office detention facility pending $10,000 bail. A joint investigation between the Tucson, Arizona Police Department and the Nye County Sheriff's Office led to an arrest of a pornography target in Tucson, Arizona, and during that investigation, it was identified that he had sent photographs to Benfonte and had received photographs from Benfonte that are believed to be child pornography. A meeting was held this afternoon at the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber has issued this statement saying that they have not formed an opinion as to the guilt of Mr. Benfonte. However, the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce does not condone any type of this behavior and have decided, with the advice of legal counsel, to terminate Mr. Benfonte's membership effective July 20th of 2012. According to their bylaws, they must give 15 days notice.
And on June 30th, deputies, Summer Daniker and Wesley Fancher responded to shots fired at a residence on Mance Road. Upon arrival, they spotted 55-year-old Edward Garza sitting in a chair in the front yard of the property. Garza reportedly proceeded to pull out a pistol and began firing at the officers. Garza was struck 2 times by officers in the chest and was airlifted to UMC Trauma Center in critical condition. He has now been transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office detention facility and is being held on $500,000 bail. Garza is facing 2 counts of attempted murder of a peace officer, 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, discharging a firearm within or from a structure, aiming a firearm at a human being, or discharging a weapon where a person might be in danger, and carrying a concealed knife or weapon without a permit.
And the Nye County Republican Central Committee has issued a press release regarding an injunction they filed against the Town Board of Pahrump. On June 29, 2012, the Nye County Republican Central Committee Chairman Bill Carnes and its Vice Chairman Edmund Gorbrand filed case number CV 33874 in the 5th Judicial District Court of Nevada, seeking a hearing for an injunction against the Pahrump Town Board for what they call an illegal vote to repeal Pahrump Town Ordinance 46 on June 12th of 2012. The plaintiffs are seeking to have the court review the what they call illegal actions of the Pahrump Town Board for their vote to repeal PTO 46, which specifically states in 46.180 of the ordinance, the Town Board waives the right to repeal this ordinance. They continue stating in the release, once a court date is set and the town of Pahrump will have the opportunity to defend its illegal actions to the presiding judge. Providing an injunction is issued, the Pahrump Town Board will then have options available to lawfully seek repeal of PTO 46 if and so it chooses to investigate those lawful means.
And as we head into our first break, here's Mr. Movie Phone with what's happening at the movies.
I'm Mr. Movie Phone. Going to the movies this weekend? Of course you are. Then please don't miss my weekend movie preview next.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Children's Dentistry of Pahrump, specializing in sedation dentistry, now accepting adult patients. Call now for free IV sedation with dental implant, 751-2184.
Happy super long holiday weekend, everybody. Well, this week at the movies, Katy Perry becomes a part of me. Oliver Stone, he's up to his old tricks. And apparently, Hollywood thinks we have very short memories because this isn't deja vu. It's the Amazing Spider-Man.
I gotta stop him because I created him.
That's not your job. Maybe it is.
Yes, just 5 years after the last movie, we go back in time to the origins of Spider-Man as Andrew Garfield, taking over for Tobey Maguire, gets bitten by a spider, falls in love with Gwen Stacy, played by Emma Stone, turns into Spider-Man, and takes on the Lizard to save New York. The real deal? Well, less a reboot and more a do-over. The Amazing Spider-Man isn't quite amazing, but with Garfield and Stone, still pretty freaking good. I'm in! Some small-time drug dealers are in some big-time trouble. It's Savages.
It is your methods we want to partner with. We're not going to join you. Nothing personal.
I'm afraid our client would take this very personally.
They must be taught respect. I found their weakness.
Directed by Oliver Stone, some Laguna Beach entrepreneurs run a successful weed business and life is pretty sweet. That is until a Mexican cartel catches a whiff of the lucrative enterprise and wants in on the action. Starring Taylor Kitsch, Benicio del Toro, Blake Lively, Salma Hayek, and John Travolta. The real deal? Well, going back to his savage roots, director Oliver Stone delivers a sexual, violent, hallucinatory, over-the-top experience with Savages. I'm in! Pop superstar Katy Perry wants you to get to know the real her in Katy Perry, A Part of Me.
Songwriting and making these records are kind of like the truth of who I am, what makes me laugh, what makes me cry. It's a mad diary.
Yes, the only woman to ever have 5 #1 singles from the same album, Katy Perry takes you behind the scenes in this 3D motion picture event. Part of Me is a backstage pass, front row seat, an intimate look at the fun, glamorous, and heartbreaking times in the young life of Katy Perry. The real deal? Well, first of all, you get some of these babies. Second of all, probably more talented and interesting than I gave her credit for. If you liked the Justin Bieber movie, which believe it or not I did, you'll like Part of Me. And after this, Katy Perry promises to go away for a while. And for that, I'm in! All right, now remember, for your showtimes, your tickets, my 6-second review, so much more, go to MoviePhone.com or call 1-800-777-FILM. And if you want to write me a note, it's Facebook.com/MrMoviePhone or tweet me right at 6-second reviews. So have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you at the movies.
That's a wrap!
So have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you at the movies. Back to you.
And we do once again have an update on what was first reported as an active shooting. Of course, we do want to let everybody know that there was no injuries reported during that somebody was firing inside the residence as it was first reported. We have been updated that 3 of the suspects have been let go and that they are still questioning one of the suspects there as if there was actually a gun involved. We are not sure at this point. If President Obama signs a new federal transportation bill tomorrow, residents won't be able to utilize tobacco filling stations any longer. This would possibly force these types of businesses to close their doors. The new transportation bill amends the definition of a cigarette manufacturer. Apparently, the definition would force these small, roll-your-own cigarette shops to get a manufacturing license. Companies are considering a class action lawsuit against the government.
Well, despite repeated alerts, tens of thousands of Americans may still lose their internet service on Monday unless they do a quick check of their computers for malware that could have taken over their machines more than a year ago. Internet service providers have sent notices and the FBI set up a special website. People whose computers are still infected Monday will lose their ability to go online, and they will have to call their service providers for help deleting the malware and reconnecting to the internet.
The 5th annual Independence Day Parade was held yesterday morning in the Calvada Eye. The 5th annual Independence Day Parade was held here at the Calvada Eye. We're going to let you see some of that parade and speak to Commissioner Butch Boraski.
Well, we had quite a bunch today, and I had a really good bunch up there organizing everything. And this parade went really quickly compared to the ones in the past. The one good thing, next year I've always been promised the drum line to go along with the color guard. And we are trying to bring more people in from Las Vegas. You'll notice that we had a lot of trikes and motorcycles here, and a lot of that came of the Brothers of the Wheel out of Las Vegas. And we also had some other groups. We had another gentleman just moved into town, American Legion, and he brought his group with him. So hopefully we'll have a bigger and a better turnout next year. We always seem to have a little niche in, and somehow somebody turned them into the back end of the eye here and shortened the parade up. But again, I think we had a really good turnout. I encourage more people to come next year, more businesses, and enjoy Independence Day. And then, of course, head on over to the Liberty Festival at Petrick Park, which is up next.
The VFW had a breakfast here today.
Yeah, we had a pancake breakfast this morning. It was $3, like it always is. A lot of people come in and had a really good time, really good turnout. And I invite everybody to come back again next year. Again, we can make this a bigger and better event every year with the help of the local people, and we get more people involved and more people into the parade itself. Again, it went really quickly, but there again, we had a really efficient crew up there just pushing them through. So wonderful turnout.
Another update on that possible active shooting we told you about. One man has been placed into a Nye County Sheriff's Deputy's police car, and a male and female remain cuffed against the fence. While thousands gathered for the Pahrump Town fireworks, our very own Darby O'Donnell reports.
The town of Pahrump held their annual fireworks show at Petrick Park last night. This popular show brings in locals and tourists from all over to share the much-anticipated event. Pahrump, being a town known for selling fireworks, has also been a town that is legendary for their spectacular fireworks show. Last night's spectacle lasted 25 minutes with an outstanding finale. Yesterday's rain didn't seem to disturb the morning parade in Calvada Eye or the fireworks show. The clouds parted just in time for the grass to dry up at Petrick Park and the show to begin. Spectators sat in chairs and on blankets with friends and family, picnicked and enjoyed the day in the park in anticipation for the show. Vendors' booths lined the park, and entertainment in the form of a disc jockey, sliders, and jumpers were set up for kids. The Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce rented booths to vendors in order to sell during this event. I'm Darby O'Donnell for News 46.
Beautiful fireworks here in this town as always. You can see the extended version of that, the entire show, on KPVM's YouTube page, so be sure to check that out.
And we want to tell everybody that a lot of times when we go on air, there's activities happening here in town. And we want to thank our own Jason Koblenz for being out there on scene at what was first reported as an active shooting, which was not actually a victim being shot, but they said that he was firing inside a residence, and he was apparently holding somebody hostage inside there, and said that if the police showed up on scene, that he would in fact shoot the female. It appears that everything is what they call Code 4 there, meaning that the sheriff's deputies have everything under control, and they are conducting their investigation, and we'll have the full report on tomorrow's broadcast.
Definitely a developing story, so we will have all the details on tomorrow's broadcast, so please stay with us for that, and please stay with us for after the break. We'll be right back.